Welcome back, people, to some more Palmer Writing Method Workbook and some more sentences. Let's see where I was. Yeah, this was here. Yeah, I did that last time. This was last video. I showed you these. That's right. And then I showed you these. I think, yeah, I've circled it there, look. Remember rightly. Trust in the process and enjoy the journey. That's it. And I made a mistake, didn't I? I stopped. I stopped there. You can see I've put a full stop there. I said, did it a second time. Trust in the process and enjoy. I said, should have put the journey. Either way, I did that again, people. I think I did that an all right kind of job there. Bit rough, some of the words. Like I say, I don't know about this coming from a letter to a C. It's a tough transition. A letter to a C. Do you know what I mean? Not like using the word practice, maybe. Where's practice? There's practice. More out with this here. Do you know what I mean? So this is the power of practice cannot be underestimated. That is a big word. It's a tough word to master. Underestimated. You write that in one big lump. It's tough. That is a tough challenge, people. Well, I did an okay kind of job with that stump. And then the third one I did was your determination. Again, this word determination. That's a hard one to go once. No, your determination will lead you to success. I think, basing it on what you can see, I did an okay kind of job. I'm happy with them. I'm really happy with this one at the bottom. Really happy. Writing is a skill that improves with time. Absolutely. I loved it. I love writing that one. I love the rewriting. It's brilliant, isn't it? It just is. And then I did another spread. This is a funny one. It looks like it's all weird, but it's focus on progress, not perfection. 4 words. You think, okay, fair dues. But actually, focus is quite an hard word because you got the stupid F, then you've got this O that goes into a C, that then goes to U, then to an S. It's quite a hard word. Even though it's a small one, it's a hard word. Perfection, that's a hard word too. So that was a tough challenge, but I did an okay kind of job. I won't say perfect, but okay. This one, I enjoyed every process of this one. Every letter written is a triumph of patience. Loved it. Absolutely. Okay, I messed up here. I should have put triumph of patience at the end of that one, but then I rectified it and thought, oh, I forgot to put of patience. Triumph of patience. So I full stopped it there. But it doesn't matter. It still looks good. And I did an okay kind of job there. Probably better than okay, actually. And you are your worst critic. Do you know what I mean? Believe in the power of your handwriting. And I have. I absolutely think the more I do these, one, I'm learning how to spell better words and longer words, and also my handwriting is getting better. It is in Palmer anyway. This is just absolutely brilliant. Your efforts today will be rewarded tomorrow. Gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous, that, mate. Loved doing that one. Loved doing it. It felt nice to do. I don't know why. It just felt nice. And then I did another spread. Yeah. This is again one of my favourites to do. Keep pushing forward even when it gets tough. Tell me about it. In these sentences, you can't say a more true sentence than that. But I did a fantastic job with that. Fantastic. I did an all right kind of job with this one down here. Writing is an art that requires passion and dedication. Dedication again. So yeah, I did an okay kind of job. Let me see. An okay kind of job with these, but I'm not happy with it. I'm just not happy with it. I might actually mark that off so I can actually redo it again, because I've marked. See, some of these sentences that I want to redo, there's one I want to redo. This is embrace the challenge of improving your skills. I don't need to. Gorgeous. Okay, that stupid E's there. So maybe practice the capital E again. But that's gorgeous. And then the last one is your handwriting tells a story of perseverance. Now that is a very tough word to do. But I think I knocked this out of the park. I just did. Look at these people. Just gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. So I'm doing okay, people. So hopefully you've enjoyed looking at my work and what I've been doing. And I'll do the first one here. I'll mark this with a triangle, because then you know where I am. Do you know what I mean? I'll mark that with a triangle. Let's zoom in a little bit more so you can see me have a go at this. This is consistent effort brings consistent results. Shit. Okay, let's try this. So I know the pen's working. So consistent, so it's a C. So we go like this. Over for an O, over for an N, an S, an I, an S, up for a T, into an E, over for an N, over for a T. And then where's that I gone? Oh, it's the one in the middle. There it is. Consistent. Effort. It goes into an E, up for an F, over for an F, over for an O, over for an R, up for a T, and back. Effort brings, so it's up, down, up for an I, over for an N, over for a G, up for an S, and out. Consistent, so we need consistent again. Consistent, so it's no, it's not it's a lowercase, isn't it? So it goes over for an N, an I. Oh, it's an S. Plum. Okay, I'll start again. That's fine. That's fine. So it goes over for a C, over for an O, over for an N, S, I, S, T, E, N, T. That's better. Right, let's go for the R. Results. Yeah, not too bad, not too shabby. Bit of a mistake there with the starting of it, but not too bad, people. So how many minutes is that? 8. Let's try again, because that's a tough one. I said consistent's a hard word. Let's zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little bit more. So we're going to do a capital now. Don't forget your full stop, Bill. Now then. Over for an O, over for an N, S, I, S, T, E, over for an N, up for a T. That's better. Now then, effort. Up for an F, an O, an R, up for a T. I reckon get brings in there. I can bend this bloody boot back. Right. So up for a B, up for an I, over for an N. Brings. Now we do consistent again, but all lowercase. So over for a C, O, N, S, I, S, T, E, over for an N, T, and out. Consistent, over for an R, to an E, S, U, L, T, and S. Oh, mate, I like it. I like it. Okay, without the pressure of this, and this is, if you look at my desk, when I put my books and like here, but that means moving the camera around. But either way, people, I'm going to be doing this spread, hopefully. Well, we'll do. probably will do this spread, probably do this spread, and then probably one more over the next couple of days probably, and knock it out again. Hopefully people, you're enjoying this one and you agree with me. Some of these results that I've shown you through the 12 lots of sentences that I've done, you think I'm definitely improving. It's just whether or not after this, the challenge for me is to go from this stump to a fine nib on some decent paper, and that's my goal. Do you know what I mean? So thanks for watching, guys, and I'll give you the results of these in the next one. Thanks, guys. Bye now. Bye.